Good morning, seniors. Happy Thursday. I'm so excited for this very special edition of Morning Meeting coming at you the day before fall break. I hope you guys have some really great plans, and I hope you have a chance to rest next week. But let's get started. I wanted to start our morning meeting with talking about just how much has happened in the last 4 years. You guys, as our very first graduating class, have so much to be proud of. You guys founded our school in 6th grade. You fought for our new beautiful school building on the Paul Sandoval campus. You guys have advocated for student voice, and so many of the changes and incredible improvements that have been made to our school culture and the way that we do things at our school are because of you guys. You have conquered AP tests, you dominate in sports, you guys are leaders in our school. And the ratings that we have of Blue and top high school in the city of Denver are because of you guys. You are huge contributors to those ratings. And most importantly, you're going to be our first class to represent the Hornets on senior signing day. And we are so excited for everything that you have accomplished and for you to lead the way for grades to come. Simply put, our school is as incredible as it is because of you, your hard work, your passion, your school spirit, your commitment to this community. I found some pictures from your very first day of school freshman year, so get ready to see some really sweet pics. Of course, senior year is a big deal. We know that this is true. You guys have talked about it a lot in advisory and in classes, in college seminar. The stakes are higher. College applications are real. You are looking towards graduation, you're thinking about what's next, and there's a lot of anxiety that comes around with that. What is your future going to look like? Are you going to get into the school that you want to get into? You want to make this year with your friends count and make memories that are going to last. There's a lot different about this year, and credit recovery is on that list of differences, which is why we wanted to have this very special morning meeting to talk about it. So there's a pretty major pivot that happens in senior year. Grades 9, 10, and 11, you guys know this is true, you have summer school. This is where you have the entire year to average out your final grade for a course to determine whether or not you qualify for summer school. If you fail the entire year, you go to summer school, you achieve at summer school, and you get the credit for the year, and then you move on to the next grade. Well, that isn't a thing senior year. You are going to graduate in May, which means there's no time for summer school. You need to recover your credit concurrently with your course completion to stay in standing to graduate, to be on track for graduation. Concurrently, meaning at the same time. There is no additional time at the end of the school year for you to recover credit if you are struggling to pass your courses. So what does this look like? What do I mean by remediation? If you receive an F in one or more classes in Try 1, you qualify for what's called senior remediation. The course teacher whose class you failed is going to provide you with work to complete and assessments to retake in order to demonstrate course mastery. That is on a trimester basis. So if you fail in Try 1, you will be in remediation for Try 2. The thing to keep in mind here, friends, is that you will be in that class, the regular class, in Try 2 while you are completing the remediation work at the same time. The lower your final percentage is for Try 1, the more work you will need to complete. So for instance, if you finish the trimester with a 55, it will take more work to get you to a 70 than if you finish the trimester with a 65. You're going to complete your remediation work in independent study. So during that study hall class, you're going to be completing the plan that is put in place by your course teacher. You're going to check in with the proctor. There's a tracker that you're going to fill out to make sure that you are completing items each day in that class. On top of that, you're going to meet one time per week with the course teacher whose class you failed in order to for them to support progress monitoring and to provide direct content support to ensure that you are filling any gaps and that you are mastering the content from Try 1. So does this mean that you can just fail courses and you can just make them up next trimester? Oof, I wouldn't, guys, because what does that actually mean? Failing a class means having to remember, make up, master past content. It means more meetings with your teachers on top of your regularly scheduled classes. It means double the work because you're going to be completing past content from Try 1 while also completing current content for Try 2. And for some of you, it's going to mean being removed from your creative core class in order to be put into independent study so that you have a time and space to complete this work. How are you going to earn your credit back? You're going to attend weekly check-ins with your course teacher. So if you fail math, you're going to go see your math teacher 1 time per week for check-ins. You're going to stay on task in independent study, and you're going to complete your remediation work as assigned by your course teacher. And you're going to retake and you're going to pass your assessments. The idea here is to demonstrate that you have mastered the content from the trimester in order to earn that 70% to stay on track for graduation. Once you return to good standing, you earn that 70% class. You will then use independent study time to work on Try 2 assignments to ensure that you are not completing remediation in Try 3. You are going to stay there for the duration of the trimester. So if you had to drop Creative Core to be put into independent study, you will not get to go back to Creative Core in Try 2. You will have to stay in independent study for the entire trimester. If you fail to earn your credit back, simply put, you're not going to walk at graduation. You will be enrolled in summer school and you will receive your diploma after you finish summer school if you fail 1 or 2 classes. If you fail 2 or more classes, you're at risk of repeating your senior year. That is no different than any other year. We want you to walk at graduation. We want you to be on track, on time to graduate with your peers. And so we don't want summer school to be the option, because then you will be delayed in receiving your diploma, and we want you to be able to celebrate with your friends and your family on that day. So what can you do right now? Get on top of your missing work, friends. If you are under a pile of missing work right now for a class that you are failing, get on top of it. Make a plan. Come up with a missing work tracker. That's going to be really important for you to be successful. Take advantage of assessment makeup time on Wednesdays. Ask your teacher to sign you up so that you can complete assessments that you missed for whatever reason. Ask to be in small groups so that you can be getting direct support during Wednesday class time. Work with your advisor to come up with a plan. Your advisors want to support you. They want to help you become advocates for your learning, and they can help you get organized if you are struggling with that. Advocate, communicate, reach out for support. Tell your teachers if you are having a hard time in their class. Ask for extra help. Ask for an extenuating circumstance if that is what applies for you. The more you practice advocating now, the easier it will be for you in college. Use your time in independent study in study hall wisely. If you are already enrolled in that class, you should be working on your Try 1 coursework right now. See if you can take an assessment during that class time. See if you can make up missing work during that class time. And then finally, consider your priorities. If you're working 30 hours a week, if you're in multiple clubs and you're failing classes, you got to figure out what is the priority. You need to graduate on time, friends. So maybe during this trimester, you take less hours at work so then you can prioritize getting on top of your assignments for school. If you've got questions, please send me a Teams message. I want to answer every question that you have, and I'm happy to help you come up with a plan for success. That is what I love doing. I love supporting you guys. You know that this is true. So let me know what you need. We still have 5 weeks left in this trimester, including an entire week next week that you have off. You can do this. Use your time, communicate with your teachers. Let's work together to make sure that as few of you as possible are in remediation and Try 2. And this is a picture of Montview graduation. But guys, I cannot wait for this to be you. I cannot wait to be sobbing watching you walk across that stage in triumph in a culmination of your 4 years of hard work. We can do this. Let's support one another across the finish line. Support your friends. Support your classmates who are struggling. Work together, guys. We can do this together. We can finish this story in an amazing way, but it's going to take hard work from everybody. So let's make sure that in the next couple of days, we're coming up with some really solid plans for how we can use our full week off of school to the best of our ability to get caught up as much as possible. And let's be ready to come back on the 26th super strong so that we can finish out our trimester to the best way possible. Thanks, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Can't wait to chat. Have a great rest of your day, friends.